Hello, my dear Aquarius. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between January 16 and January 31st, 2017, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. If you want to support my channel and my free general readings, you can click the ad in the beginning of the video or watch it for 30 seconds or to the end of the ad, whichever comes first. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful for your support and for all of you watching, liking, subscribing and commenting to my videos. So I will start shuffling your cards. I use the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. Artist is Mark Evans. So I call the Divine with love and light. I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aquarius viewers. So I want my dear Aquarius to have love in their life, to find themselves in loving relationships, and also to have creative success and walk on your highest destiny towards your highest spiritual goal, like the reason to why you're here on earth at this moment. So for Aquarius, the second part of January 2017, what's going on? So we have a jumper, 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles is a comfort zone. This card is sometimes called the miser because it's someone who wants to keep their values for themselves. Another jumper is 2 of Wands and Karma cards. 2 of Wands is like Dorjes, strength, being able to show someone that you are making it without them. And Karma card, it's kind of indicating that this might be an old karma of yours, to keep your distance and to hold your comfort zone and to not let people really close to you in your life. So I will just tune in for a few seconds. Okay, so Aquarius, this is your future, this is your now, and this is the past. So the now is probably the last part of January 2017, but whenever you watch this is probably the exact right time to see it. So the first card for you is 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles is place of value. It can be a company which you work on. It can be your house. It can be a family situation or a relationship that's feeling very safe and that's kind of giving you, like making your needs met. So it's a beautiful card about different values. We can see the house in the background, the couple hugging, the child in what appears to be grandfather's arms, and a dog that's kind of proving loyalty. You also have arches here, and that's kind of indicating bridges, something that's like connecting people. So it's stability as well. So this, it looks like a prosperous situation for you, having a rather safe environment. And the next card is Temperance card. So Temperance is a card that's sometimes wants to change things in your life, but to the better, of course. It's like how you can expand your vision. Even if you're safe, even if you have everything that you want, you still need to grow. You still need to experience more and expand more, and also this is about spiritual growth. Sometimes when we are very comfortable, we don't have the input to actually grow as spirits. It's usually when we get more harder times, then we feel like the urge to grow and to learn more about ourselves because we are trying to solve a problem. But here it seems to come out of a rather stable situation. So it might be some deliberate spiritual growth that you are working on. You're deliberately trying to expand your vision and be more, find out more about yourself, find more about your different skills and your how you can be creative. And you have, instead of an arch, you have a rainbow here. So it's something that's being built, bridges between people. And we also see the water streaming between those two calyces. So that's kind of two people and their heart and the heart energy that's coming in between them. And that could be a very good situation if you have someone in your life which you can grow together with and expand yourself with by taking in their energy and they are taking in yours. And this is making you expand your consciousness, your vision and your spirit. Because when you take in someone else's energy, someone like an opposite side of you, you become like more than you were before, and you kind of excavate yourself more, find out more about yourself in contact with other people. So the next card is the Hanged Man. So still this theme about spiritual growth, but here it's more like with the Temperance card, it's more like with free will. But with a Hanged Man, it's usually the heaven putting us in some difficult situation, kind of a trap, a test, something that's really difficult and that you can't run away from, that you actually need to solve. And so this could be like a situation where everything turned upside down and things are feeling really uncomfortable, and it's like it's like sacrifice actually, because when you hang like this, a lot of things will fall out of your pockets, and it's like you don't have any real control over the situation. And we have a raven here, kind of indicating the heavens overlooking you. And instead of the arch, we now have a tree instead, and that's kind of talking about memories, ancestral, like the family tree, things like this. So it might be something that you need to solve that's can be some kind of ancient thing going on. And it's a very prosperous thing, because trees are very spiritual creatures as well, being able to take down sunlight and making it to nutrition. So they are our connection with the heavens in some ways. And this person has a halo here, so even if it's an uncomfortable situation, it's still this with a spiritual growth thingy. We can see the halo also on the angel here. This is actually Odin. He hanged like this to get more knowledge, so we can say that this is some kind of evolution going on as well. And the next card is Three of Wands. So even if you're kind of caught in a trap and going through some kind of testing, it looks like you will like recover rather quickly and be able to align yourself with the spiritual forces and kind of give up your own will to the will of the divine, because it's like you get it rather quickly here. You get the information and you feel the resistance, and immediately you kind of flip and you listen to the divine guide. So you know now that the road that you are going on needed some adjustments, maybe adjustments with the course, or maybe the goal has changed in some way. But it seems like you are very ready to do this as soon as you acknowledge that there is some kind of resistance on your path. You immediately go into kind of meditation and or in thoughts and solve this rather quickly and immediately align yourself again with the heavenly forces. So that's very beautiful. It's kind of you're downloading this information rather quickly, so you don't have to be in this position so long, because the hangman is usually like maturity test, maturity rites, things that you need to be tested with your stamina and things. So it might take time, patience is needed, but here it seems like it's moving on rather quickly anyway for you. So maybe you take this knowledge to you very quickly and being able to move on. The last card is the Sun, and the Sun is of course light and enlightenment, and seeing things in its true light. So it seems like you are very skilled right now, Aquarius, with kind of following your spiritual path, your highest path, and being able to see what's coming out of order and what's not really harmonious, and being able to adjust this as soon as it happens. And also being able to see the truth of your situation. So it might be that outside forces like people or other things might try to force you into a certain shape or form, but you are kind of very resistant towards this, and you call the bluff all the time, or you kind of see through this thing that when you start to get a little manipulated, and you immediately find like a way through here without having to bend your neck too much. So it's something here with your spiritual pride as well. It's like you feel really smart right now, and really quick, and really like you can see through things, through situations, and see the true colors of things. So you can make really good decisions. Yeah, so that's good. But I feel a little bit disturbance in the force here with you being maybe a bit too quick, a bit too stubborn with this Three of Wands card. Like you want to do things perfectly, and kind of your way. It's almost too effective. That's the thing that's bothering me, I think. So, okay. And here's the now. And here we have the Three of Swords, and it comes underneath the Ten of Pentacles. So something is making you disappointed, or you feel like stabbed in the back, or like someone has betrayed you. So we'll see where it goes with this, but it's probably some kind of trust issue. We have the Three of Wands here. Three are a very good card. It's usually cooperation together with others for spiritual growth and enlightenment, and kind of problem solving as well. So maybe you are very skilled in taking care of your own problems, and this is how you need it to be. If you lose control, maybe you quickly feel like this. So it might be something there that you need to look upon a little bit, like how quick you are to solve problems, and how fast you have answers for everything. And so it's like you're relying a lot on your your wisdom, and that's a good thing. But maybe it has been like too much a help for you, so you have become the like how would you cope without this? It's like you have a superpower, and maybe it's making you fearful of losing control a little bit. So we'll see how it goes with this, because you're very quick on adjusting as soon as things go a little bit wrong, and it's like you have too much control. Maybe things need to get a little bit out of hand for you to be able to see the things that actually needs to be fixed. Because there are always things that need to be attended to, because that's why we're here, to experience and to grow. We are not here to be perfect. So here we have a Two of Pentacles, and it comes underneath the Temperance card, this willingness to grow in a spiritual way. Usually this is like two people being very much unlike each other, trying to mix their waters together and compromising, and also you maybe mixing together your different archetypes and taking home soul parts and things like this. And here we see a similar juggling as in this card. So it might be that this juggling it's like a spiritual pride almost, and like you are trying to be so good and trying to be so perfect and trying to show such a brave face. And so maybe you are juggling things like faster and faster like this, and getting a bit stressed. We see that the tide is going rather high here, and we also have this broken heart in the card before. So maybe if things gets a little out of hand, maybe that's exactly what the doctor need to order here in this case. Maybe you You can let things get a little bit out of hand and see how that feels. Because maybe you have some hidden fear here that you're trying really hard to compensate for because you don't want to see it. And we have the sun here, so the sun wants to make things visible. And here it comes, the things that need to be made visible. So the next card is the Eight of Pentacles, and that's much like the starting card with the Ten of Pentacles. You're a very good trooper. You're very smart. You're very talented in following the divine like direction, like the divine messages. You're downloading it and you're fixing it. So you're like the bright kid in the classroom, immediately understanding what the teacher wants to say. So this is making you like a really good student. And it's you always try to recreate harmony really quickly. So we see this here, even though there's a broken heart and there's a lot of stress. You just continue working. You just continue like having a positive attitude and positive outlook. So even when heaven might put you into some troubles here with the Hangman, sometimes these troubles can be like almost ridiculous, like thing after thing after thing happening, and you are thinking, well, I'm doing everything right, why is this happening to me? And you are trying even harder here to fix the things. So we'll see. Maybe fixing isn't the answer. Maybe you are taking on too much, and it's becoming maybe a bit stressful for you because it's a lot of high energy cards here, and it seems like your emotion is starting to get out of hand here. So we'll see what we can say about this. Yes, Ten of Wands. So the energy, like the responsibility that you have on your shoulder, seems to have gone like a little bit out of hand. Because you being a very skilled person, a good worker, and also very smart and bright and like a problem solver and quickly downloading new information, you are very effective and very well organized. So it might be that you have taken on too much responsibility, like you have a too heavy load in your life just because you have been very effective and you have had a big capacity to do a lot of things. And now it seems like heaven is testing you, and it might be that the indication is that you need to cut down on your responsibilities. Maybe you need to travel more lightly. So look over your life and see what things you are doing that might be very funny, but for now, the time that's now, maybe you are feeling that it's becoming a burden. It might have been something that enlightened your life, and you felt really like worth something by doing it, and maybe it gave you a lot of energy. But now it seems like there are things in your life that's stealing too much energy from you. Maybe you need to have more spare time to put on other projects that might come ahead. So it seems like it's indicated that you need to downsize a little bit. Maybe buy a smaller house so you don't have to work as much, or cut down on the things you do on your free time if this is getting you like stressed. Things like this. You have your own input with this, I think. But it's something here because first you're just trying to, yes, okay, I understand, I'll fix it. And now you're getting even more stressed with this and the broken heart here. And now it's like too much. It's getting too much. This is actually a card about moving, but it's also about suppressing feelings and having too much an overload and almost like flipping because of this. And we also had like indication of heaven wanted you to flip. So they might put higher and higher pressure onto you until you crack. Because they want you to change direction, and they might not want you to solve this by being smart or more well organized or more smooth in some way. It might be that they want you to downsize a little bit. Some things might need to go. And the next card is the Karma card, and it came out together with the Two of Wands. Now we have 3 of Wands and 10 of Wands. And 2 of Wands is also a card with a back turned. But there's like a little bit of stillness there with the 2 of Wands. It's like divine timing is needed. Things need to be settled before you can move on. And here you have a karmic card coming underneath the sun. And in this karma card, it's the Judgment Day, number 20. You have the sun here being blocked by the moon. So it's some fear that the divine wants you to see and not run away from, and not rationalize or organize away or problem solve away, but actually stay with it and see it. It's right there before your face. So it's something that's need to be seen. It's something that you might want to avoid because you have had like a certain kind of height in your life, like you have reached to a certain kind of high point and you want to keep it. But I think it's not as funny as it were before, and it has become a little bit of a burden. So if you try to see the truth with this, you might be able to do the necessary changes before the pressure becomes so much that you crack underneath this burden. And it's something, it's really there in your face. It's really obvious, but you're trying not to see it because you're trying to solve things like in the way you have done before. But it's more that's required now. It's like more bigger changes, and it's you might not be able to solve this with being smart and with wise and well organized and things like this. You might need to downsize the stress that's going on here in your life. And here's the future, and we have Justice here, and it comes underneath this broken heart thingy and the 10 of Pentacles. So it's something here with this heart here. Mind over matter, mind over heart. It might be that you are feeling weak right now, like you feel like you have become too emotional, and that you don't have the same strength as you had before, and you are getting disappointed on yourself because you want to be this workhorse, this highly effective person. And I think with this Libra card here, it's kind of showing that there needs to be balance in your life, and maybe you will start to get more emotional. You will have more resistance of doing things. Maybe your energy will become rather low. So it's like a shift of focus. The focus before have been to be very effective and like accomplish a lot of things. And now I think, and by this you have been able to kind of force your body to do things that the body might not have really had the strength to do, but you had your willpower, so you did it anyway. And now it's need to be balanced. So I think the divine is kind of saying that now it's time for your body to have its will through. And this might be really scary for you because you want to keep this high efficientness, like being able to produce a lot of things. But I think you need to prepare for something else that's coming. Maybe there's time to put more attention to your body and your feelings and what they are trying to say to you. This is a card it's really strict, so it's you can't really go around this. If you have an imbalance in your life, you need to correct it to be able to move on. And the next card is Death. And number 2 Pentacles here is change. And death is, of course, a bigger change than just change step by step. This might be a more like absolute change, a more surprising, shocking change. But it seems like you need to give up. You have been struggling here, really trying to keep up like the old ways. But here it seems like you will give up and kind of say, okay, what is need to be done, I will try to do it, because you will see that there's no way forward here. it's like you are running into an alley which has walls on every, so you can't get through. It's like you need to make a U-turn and need to find another way, and you can't solve this in the way that you are used to. You need to solve this in some other way that's new to you and probably scary. So it might have something to do with the weakness, like you feel weaker now and you don't like that, but it's actually the road forward, because it's kind of showing you a way to a life where you enjoy life more and produce less. And this might not be what you have planned, but it seems like it's an heavenly plan for you. And here we have the Magician, and it comes underneath the Hangman and the Eight of Pentacles. So you will be able to keep a lot of your creative skills, it seems, but it will become in a new way, maybe more artistic, maybe more creative, maybe more from your heart, maybe more aligned with your true goal or true life's purpose, because it's something that you might have been very skilled on at for a very long time. Because this is an 8 and he's writing an 8 here, and you also had the 8 here that's coming in this line straight from the 10 of Pentacles. So it seems it might be something to do with your work, that you need to do it in some other way. It needs to be closer to your heart, not working for like a big multinational company and selling yourself and your time, but actually doing something with all this brightness that you have, that's actually in tune with you. Only major arcana cards here. And now we have a 7 of Swords. So you are kind of losing your former, how can I say, self-esteem by this, because you are used to being able to turn your back maybe on your feelings and work on and kind of suppress your feelings and keep on keeping on. And here, when you can't do this anymore, you will maybe start to feel useless, because you need to be producing something to feel valuable. So this might be a hard blow to your confidence, and you might want to be a bit confused how to move on from here. So the 7 of Swords is like trying to solve this with your mind, trying to solve this with street smartness, with wit, with charm, with a little bit with the old ways of doing things. And I think this is not really the right way to do this. I think you can dig a little bit deeper and try to find out why your body is starting to say no, and why obstacles is kind of heightening in front of you. It's not for that someone wants to kind of downsize you or make you like less important. It's not that. It's like you need to shift your focus into something that's actually more important than what you have been doing up to now. So you might losing your titles, your worldly titles, and other things that have built up your self-esteem and made you feel like a good person. So you might have had a hard time facing other people and tell them the truth to their face, like I have quit my job, I have done this, I have sold my house, I have whatever you have been doing. It doesn't have to be such a big things, but something that you kind of want to keep hidden because you're a bit embarrassed about it. And it's nothing here to be embarrassed about. This is, you were doing just fine. There was no problem with what you were doing. It's just that divine seems to need you elsewhere. They need you to be smart, well organized, and producing something else elsewhere. So I think it's time for some kind of career change, or actually starting to shift towards something else, a different kind of society maybe, where you actually do things all day that's making you happy, instead of being like a workhorse. You have two white horses actually here, the sun and death. So white horses are feelings that you are well aware of, and you see them, and now I think you need to cave towards them. So Six of Wands is coming here. So finally we see your face instead of your backside here. So I think this will be a very good thing for you. Finally you will feel like you're doing the right thing, being on the right place. You have full connection with the divine, and you know now finally what it was that they wanted you to do. First you didn't understand. They caused a lot of trouble for you here, and you try to keep on working, you try to keep on solving problems, but now it seems like you have understood this thing with the eclipse of the sun. You have seen the backside of the moon maybe, and finally understand what it is the divine wants with you. First you got very insecure because they have some really great demands on you here to absolutely change and start with something new. This is number 1. And you have 11 here as well. This is 11, 13, 1. So here you get confused, but in the end it seems like you will get an aha moment and kind of, okay, I see now. And you will also get back your confidence with this, and feel like you are in the right way, and you will feel uplifted by aligning yourself with your own biological system, and also with your soul. Because when you are working against your body, you're actually working against the map and compass that has been given to you this life, and you have been able to do so for a great long time, but now it seems like you can't anymore, because now it's like your initial programming is waking up here, and you're swiftly going to align yourself with what you were supposed to do here on earth when you came here. So there might be a little bit of shift in your life from being very effective to actually doing something that you were supposed to do when you came here. But it might make a little glitch on your self-esteem, but it seems to be over rather quickly when you finally get it. Okay, so those cards, I guess. So we have the Altar Priestess here, preparation, prayer, sacred ritual. This card comes when there's something new that's need to be done. And we can see it here with the Magician as well. It's like a new future that you need to dream for. It's coming from you. It's coming from your feelings, your dreams, your wishes, your demands, your desires. So start listen to what you want inside here of your heart, and start making this. Dream forth your new reality. We also have the High Lady of Love and Compassion. So it seems like the softer values will become very important in your life. Love and kindness and consideration towards others. So maybe you are going to start working with something that's more valuable for all of humankind, and not just yourself or the company that you are working for. So maybe you are going to give up your service for a bigger, for something with a bigger meaning. I will also take some cards for you from the past life oracle cards. Those, I guess. Okay, so you have promised to be the pure you, okay, the one that you were, that you are naturally. So it's something, as I said, I felt that it's kind of coded in time. So it's kind of this coding is setting in now, and it wants to change your life and makes you want to remember something. A triangle is also your soul. So it's like your soul being born on earth here. And it's something you have promised to do. It's like a mission. Dreams can be important in this time. You have the Altar Priestess here as well. So dreams, wants, needs, desires is going to show you the road to to fulfilling this promise that you have made and to become more you. So, okay, Aquarius, interesting reading. I hope it will help and that it will resonate with some of you. So take really good care of yourself, and thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again in the beginning of February. So bye bye.